All right, I'm Hayes Jackson. I'm Urban Regional Extension Agent with Alabama Cooperative Extension, and I wanted to tell you the story of Big Betty, which is our 24-foot cabbage palm that's planted in front of the museum. And Big Betty was actually growing in Irondale, Alabama, under a power line. It was about 6 inches from touching the power lines, and the power company was going to cut it down. And of course, once you cut a palm tree down, the tree's dead. And this palm must have been probably somewhere around 30 years old. And the owner of the house called me, or he actually called Birmingham Botanical Garden and said he had a palm in his yard that was going to be cut down. And they gave him my number. He called me, and we decided to see if we could save this palm. It had been there, like I said, a few decades, and it was a big and pretty palm that dominated his front yard, but he just hated to see it be cut down. We worked with Alabama Power, and who was actually going to cut the palm down, and they decided actually to save the palm, and they dug Big Betty, transported her on I-20, and brought her to a new home here in front of the Anniston Museum. She was about 24 feet tall. Of course, we had to have the water department for Anniston dig the hole and put Big Betty. So she was out of the ground for a total of about 8 hours. So moving a palm that big was a major chore. So we had actually had to call in a bigger truck to lift her up and get her in the hole. But Big Betty now is happily living in front of the Anniston Museum, and it's not cut down, and takes a prominent place in front. And that's the story behind Big Betty. Great looking sable palmetto, which is actually kind of unusual for this area. They're more typical down on the coast, and Big Betty resides in Anniston and is happily living, and it looks great in the landscape here.